What's going on, guys? My name is David Tomich and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something we've definitely talked about in the past, but because it's been such a long time since we've talked about it, a lot of things have changed. So today we're going to be talking about the Surface Laptop 2 and all the problems that have arisen over the last 18 months of owning it. If you're new to the channel, thanks so much for joining me. Basically, what we do here is talk about technology and e-commerce related things that you can pay for all these cool new tech gadgets. Coming up in the series is the brand new S20 Ultra, which is meant to be shipped here maybe next Thursday, hopefully if the tracking's correct, which means the next video on this channel right here will be the unboxing of the S20 Ultra. If that's something that interests you, make sure you smash that subscribe button 2020 style and let's get on with this video. So previously I talked about this laptop here and how good and phenomenal it was, and when it was 7 months old it was really good. However, as time's progressed, I've kind of dented it a little bit. It's worn, it's torn, and it's still in pretty good condition for 18 months old, but it's not in perfect condition. So one of the things I'm actually most concerned about is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to depict this on the camera properly, but at the bottom, just there, where the Alcantara keyboard is, it's starting to peel off. So I'm a little bit worried that in another 6 months, another 12 months, that whole keyboard is going to start peeling back and becoming a bit of a... The next issue is again with the Alcantara keyboard. So for most people, you use your right hand to type and use the trackpad, and your left hand kind of just naturally sits over the top of the keyboard. What's actually happened is, again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show this because it's black, but the Alcantara has started to produce kind of that old leather worn patina texture. It's sort of similar to how when you get out the pool and your skin's all wrinkled, that's what's happened to just that section of the keyboard there. So obviously where I rest my left hand most of the time for typing is exactly where those marks are starting to show up now. I'm guessing because this is the black version, it's held up the best, whereas if I had the grey version, or I think it was the maroon version, it probably would have been a lot worse 18 months down the track. So I'm very happy I bought the black version, but it's still something that is going to start causing some problems very soon in the near future. Continuing on an aesthetics point of view, it actually chips and dents pretty easily. I have mentioned before, I did drop this laptop and dented it in this corner right here, which was one of the main dents that I kind of did. It was pretty bad and dented it quite nasty, and I was very happy that it didn't destroy the screen. But I do also have a chip just there on the actual edge of the display. Not entirely sure how that happened, but it must have happened very fragilely and without me knowing. So from a durability point of view, something I'm guessing relatively tough knocked it, and it has chipped and dented away at the glass itself. It hasn't destroyed the screen, so the screen is still 100% intact, no issues whatsoever. So 18 months down the line, few knocks, few bumps, and screen still in perfect working. The one thing that I did bring up in my last video is if you click on the center right there, you can actually feel and hear the click through the screen. So where the trackpad is and where the screen connect, it's not too solid, it's not too durable, and definitely something to take note of if you are picking up one of these secondhand, or if you are picking one up on a really good special now the Surface Laptop 3 is out. Moving on to performance, and something that's kind of progressively getting worse, I think. I guess it's not something I'm really tracking too well, but when you leave it on your lap, you do notice it. This laptop here overheats so much and gets so hot. The bottom of the base being 100% aluminium, it really heats up very quickly and very rapidly when you're doing some high-end graphics intensive programs. So this is the top of the range $3,300 laptop, Australian dollars there. It has all the bells and whistles in it, but it still can't keep up with some of the programs that I'm pushing and does overheat quite a bit. I feel like as it gets older and as the specs kind of deteriorate against everything else, and the interior gets a little bit dusty because you can't actually clean it out, it starts to get hotter and hotter and hotter. So I do notice when I'm having it on my lap, when I'm wearing some shorts, that my legs do burn, and I have to actually be careful not to put it on the skin and make sure it sits on the shorts, because it does get so hot. Now, being that this laptop is 18 months old, considering all those factors, predominantly being cosmetic and one minor, I guess, technical issue that may only be specific to my laptop, but I know there's a few of you guys who have commented down below on my last video having the same issues with the overheating. They're not actually too bad problems for 18 months down the track. It still runs incredibly fast. The battery life is still phenomenal. The screen is just as bright and just as good as it was on day one. From a performance point of view and from a durability, this laptop's gonna last me another 5 years point of view, I think I'm definitely on a winner here. So if you are looking at buying a Surface Laptop 2 now almost a year and a half after it's come out and want a real serious review and a real honest opinion, I still think this is a phenomenal laptop that will last you 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 years without any major issues. As long as the Alcantara keyboard will be an issue. So unfortunately, unless you get the Surface Laptop 3 with the full aluminium body, you can't really do anything against that. You have to kind of deal with it on the Surface Laptop 2. It only comes with the Alcantara keyboard. So yeah, take a little bit of care, I guess. Go for the black option if you can, and hopefully it will last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, having said all these issues that I have with it today, 18 months down the track. That's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to make a short video on all the things that have changed about this laptop, because the Surface Laptop 2 review is one of my most watched videos on this channel. I think it's exceeded 60, 70,000 views, which is phenomenal. Thank you so much. And I get a lot of comments about what's changed since I've made that video. So hence why I wanted to make this video today, to just explain some of the faults, some of the technicalities that are starting to show their true colors 18 months down the track. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll see you next month.